Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Sabrina. So I'm sorry for being a little bit crazy looking right now, but today's tutorial is going to show you how to do a half cut crease. So this is the eye look I'm gonna go for today because I realized on my channel there are some colorful looks but not colorful tutorials. So this is going to be a tutorial that you can do no matter what eyeshadow color you put on. It's going to be simple and I'm going to film it up close so you guys can get a better view of how to do a half cut crease. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to go in is the Anastasia eye primer because it has a white base, so it will make the colors show more pigmented. And I've just been putting that on with my finger lately. I find it just blends out better rather than putting it on with a brush. So for the first half of this eye look, I'm going in with the James Charles palette. So the first color we are going to go in with is this very flashy pink shade. I'm going to put that pink shade with the airbrush crease brush from Sephora. So the trick with this is that I'm going to pack on the color first on my crease and then I'm going to blend it out. And you don't really have to worry about getting any color on your lid right now because I will show you a quick and easy tip to get rid of that color. So once your color is showing up very vibrant, very pigmented, then you can just kind of wipe off any excess and now you can start blending out the edges of the color in windshield wiper motions. And if you feel like the color is slowly starting to go away, pack on more of it and then continue doing the same pattern. And it just helps get the colors more vibrant. So like I said, you can do this look with any color. So this could be like a neutral brown, a tan, blues, purples, it doesn't matter. You can do the same techniques and everything no matter what color. So now that I'm happy with this blend of the pink, I'm going to go in with this lighter purple shade and I'm going to use that on a JS6 brush. So it's kind of like a little flat blending brush with a little bit of like a packing style. And I'm just going to apply the color and really pack it on into the crease once again. And then you're just going to want to slowly blend those colors together. And then just to help blend them together, you can go in with the same brush as you had previously and just fill in the gaps or whatever line that you have with the leftover color from your previous brush, and it just helps tie the colors in together. Alright, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this dark purple shade, and for this step I am using the Morphe M573 brush. So it is a fluffier blending brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that dark purple color and I'm just going to flatly press the color on the outer corner only. And I'm just trying to get as much pigment as I can and kind of doing like the shape that you want. And then you can tap off the excess and then start blending the color up into the crease a little bit, but you don't want to bring it into the beginning part of your crease. Just keep it focusing on the outside. And as you see, I just kind of do like circular motions because I don't like having the harsh edge, so it just kind of makes it soften up a little bit but keeps the color where I want it to be. So I'm not going to make sure that it's perfect just yet because you'll see with the next step, but I want to make sure that it's a good base and that everything is nice and blended in together. Alright, so this is what it looks like right now. The next step is gonna sound gross, but it's a trick I found off TikTok and it's helped me so much when doing cut crease and half cut crease. So what you need for this trick is a bottle of Vaseline, and I'm sorry it sounds gross, but it works, and you'll need a few Q-tips. So what you do for this step, I like to go in with an angled brush, and any product that you have left over on the cap, or you just take product out, put it in the cap, and it'll make your life easier. So you just want to dab your brush into it, but you don't want to have a lot on your brush. You want to make sure that any of the big clumps or anything are off, and you just want a little bit on the brush. You kind of, the way I do it is I tilt my head back, and you want to follow your natural crease. So when you go like this, you could see where your crease is. I know for some people it's a little bit tougher to figure out where their crease is. So if you just look like this, you should be able to see. So now you're going to take the brush that has Vaseline, and you're going to literally just trace where your crease is. And one thing is that you want to make sure that you're going super slow to get the ultimate precision. And this helps get an extra precise crease. And if you see like the product is dragging now, add a little bit more Vaseline and just continue going. And you want to make sure, if you're using an angled brush, that you're turning the brush with your eye. And doing it in little strokes rather than one big swoop is going to get maximum precision. And then what I like to do, just because it helps get the color off, is just put a little bit on the color that has fallen, and it'll help just take it right off. So now it is looking like really shiny and gross, so you're going to want to grab your Q-tip and you're just going to start wiping your lid to make sure that you get all of that grease off. And you're going to want to make sure that your lid is super clean, because if you don't get all the Vaseline off, then your colors that you're going to put on next will not stay. So the prime reason why I love this Vaseline trick is because normally what I would do before I started doing this trick was I would just go in with my concealer right away, but I would find that I would have like a gray or ashy undertone depending on the color that was underneath, because it was literally depositing this over the color that was on the lid. Now that it is like a nice clean base, when you put this on, it comes super crisp, and I'd prefer it that way. I go in with the lightest concealer that I have, but I want to try the Morphe white concealer, I think it is, because when you put on a white base, it really makes things look more crisp and more proper, and it just makes the whole look even more cleaner than it is. I know for some people, when they do the cut crease directly in their crease, they don't really like the way it turns out, because if you're looking at them, you can't really see it. So some people do prefer to go a little bit over their crease, which is totally fine. It's all a matter of personal preference. I like the placement where mine is directly in my crease, and I have big enough eyelids that you can still see when my eyes are open. Now the next step is my concealer, so I just put some on my hand, about that much. And I know for this trick, some people like to just take the doe applicator, put it on their eye, and then they'll look up and have it transfer. I don't like doing it that way because I find it makes things a lot more messy, so I just put it on my hand and I use the Luxie 246 Precision Crease Brush, so it's a flat packing brush, and I will dab into the product. And one trick that I have found which works best is the more product the better, because when you're going to start applying the color, if you have more product, it's gonna look a lot more crisp, whereas if you're using a little bit of product and you're trying to get it to be perfect, it starts smudging and it makes the whole look kind of messy. So the more product, the better, I found. So now you're literally just going to put the concealer where you already have your line. And then any excess that you have, you can drag it into the middle part of your lid. So as you can see, now that I'm kind of running out of product, it's making it a little bit more like jagged and messy. So I'm just going to dip in once again with a little bit more concealer and just touch up that spot. So now what I find is probably the most difficult part for people is when they come towards the end. Normally they just stop it with a harsh line, but that's going to make your life harder to blend out. So just take any excess product that you have and kind of just drag it towards the middle end part of your lid, but don't put it in like a straight line. Just kind of blend it into that purple shade. So now that our line is looking super crisp, you can go in, and what I like to do is just use the white shade, or you can put beige. And I just like to set that concealer, seeing as we're not going to deal with the beginning part of the eye for a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with that same dark purple shade and the same brush. I'm going to top off the excess, and I'm just going to lightly put the purple shade where the end of the concealer is, so it helps blend into each other and it doesn't give that harsh line. But you don't want to go in with a lot of product, because then that's where things can kind of get mucky and gross looking. So just go with like a super soft hand and just help blend things in together. So now you can see it's more blended and it doesn't give that such harsh line look. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid that is white. And this is my favorite glitter glue that I have found so far. It works so well. And I kind of put a little bit on the purple area to make it go longer to shorter. You'll see what I mean in a second. So once it is all on and tacky, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Cookie Collection Edition with this white glittery shade. I'm just going to apply this on with my finger and just pack it all over. And when you start getting towards the top, you can either continue going with your finger and just being very careful, or you can take a small Packer precision brush, and that will help you kind of not get the color into what we just cut. Now I'm going to go in with whatever is left on the dark purple shade and just blend the colors into each other. And if I have to, I start dipping into the glitter shade and into the purple shade just to kind of help that line disappear. So now this is what the look looks like. Like I said, you can do it with any colors. You can put glitter, you don't have to. You can like put little detailing. I don't know if you've seen it in any of my posts on Instagram, but sometimes I'll put like a Stila glitter shade where I have cut my crease. And it's just all these little details that help bring the look together and make unique looks at the same time. So now I'm just going to apply some mascara and false lashes, and I'll come back just to give you my last thoughts and my last tips. The first thing I want to say is practice, practice, practice. Doing a cut crease and getting the precision has taken a long time, so don't get down about it. You just need to practice and you will get better. The second thing is taking your time when you do it. Yes, it feels like it's taking a long time, it's going by slow, but that's how you will get the cleanest, sharpest cut crease. The third thing is, I would say 100% use the Vaseline trick. It helps make a cleaner base and giving a cleaner look. And the fourth thing is blend, blend, blend. Make sure you blend until your arm falls off to make sure that there is no harsh lines and that the colors look beautiful together. And the last thing is have fun with it. Have fun with the colorful looks, with the neutral looks, and have fun being a creator. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that this can help you guys so much, and if you like this video, come back next week and I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a complete cut crease. So don't miss that, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!